Dartmouth Community Media, your source for all things Dartmouth, is proud to present the high school athletics game of the week as the homestanding Lady Indians of Dartmouth High School play host to their rivals from just up west on 195, the Durfee High School Hilltoppers, here at the Carlin Lynch Activity Center. Hello again, everyone. Ian Abreu alongside Derek Baptiste. Derek, we have two teams coming in tonight. It's cold out, but it's going to heat up in here very shortly. We have the Indians coming in, still looking for that first victory at 0-4 on the campaign, playing against a Durfee team that has a lot of good scorers. They come in at 2-4.
It's going to be a good game today. Dartmouth's main focus is going to be Cameron Lewis, number 15. Coach said that she's a beast on the boards. She likes to go back up with it. She's physical. So, they're going to try to stop her. They're going to try to box her out today and get out and run a little bit.
The Hilltoppers are coming off a win this past Monday, 60-41. Where you just talked about it, Derek Cameron Lewis, both her and Mackenzie Carrero each posted a double-double. So we know they can score. They've got some firepower. And again, these Dartmouth High Indians, Derek, they come in at 0-4, looking for that first win. You look at the roster, a lot of underclassmen, similar to what we've been talking about with the boys team.
Mm-hmm.
There's some growing pains, but in growing pains, hopefully, the hope is that in the years coming forward, they'll start to really gel and get this program together.
They're very optimistic on the Dartmouth sideline. They got a lot of good young freshmen coming up. Let's stop for the national anthem.
All right. The Indians, of course, led by head coach Scott Richards, and the Hilltoppers on the other side are led by head coach Marcel Smith. Hilltoppers won that first toss, so it'll be a side out in front of us, and Landry Karen will get things underway. Over to Carrero, puts the ball on the deck, and here we go.
Starting it off, the Indians are coming out in a 2-3 zone. They're going to try their best to contain the big down low.
On the left side of the arc. Now here's Karen. Thought about a three. She'll try to kick it all the way to Hargraves. Tipped out of bounds. It'll remain Hilltopper ball.
Good defense by Zuba, getting out there to the wing. You're gonna want your forwards down low to get out to the wings and also get back in box out.
That's a three. It's up and it's good. That was Karen Landry. Here's Audrey Morin now trying to crack the timeline. She does. She's being guarded by Hargraves.
Durfee's in a tight man-to-man. Let's see what Dartmouth's going to run right now.
So the Hilltoppers draw first blood on that three ball. It was a bank shot. Off the cut to the basket. The layup by Crane is no good. Rebound goes to the Hilltoppers. And now they look to bring it across center in transition. On the left side baseline, that's Carrero. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Indian ball.
I like the play that Dartmouth just ran off the screen. You got to get to that square, man, and get them layups.
Here's Oliver trying to break the trap. She does. Finds Zuber. Zuber, kick it. Baseline, a floater. No good. Put up by Crane. Rebound on the deck, up and in. It was put back in by Crane.
Good job boxing out, getting the offensive board and putting it back up. Now it's going to be the transition defense.
Karen thought about a three. Will kick it top of the elbow now to Hargraves. Hargraves over near us on the near side. That's Carrero. Carrero, nice crossover. The floater, no good. Rebound grabbed by Zuber. Nice box out.
Good defense on that possession. Good running down the court.
All alone. A layup is up and good by Samara Turgeon. And the Indians take their first lead.
I'll tell you this. They look way different from the first time we saw them this year. A little more confident, a little more together.
Of course, that was about a month ago.
Yeah.
At this rate.
Yeah.
Stolen there by Morin on the pass. And the Indians will try to take advantage of the first Hilltopper cough up. The layup is high and wide and out of bounds by Oliver. Hilltopper ball.
I thought she got hit on the arm. I could be wrong, but
now
I don't have my stripes on today.
Now, you going to be all Tommy Heinsohn on me today? Come on, that's a foul. Run.
You know,
Out of bounds, deflected. It goes off the fingertips on the far side
we're here for the
of
home
Karen.
team. We're here for the home team, sir.
We are. That is correct. We may be New Bedfordites and proud of it, but when we're here, we rep the home team.
That's right.
That's how we do it. Here's Morin. Morin, nice spin move.
That's it. That's the way to get into the lane. Good try for the bounce pass.
And not bad. And there's a floater. That's a 2 if it's in. The shot was by Oliver. No good. Gets her own rebound. Deflects it out of bounds. Goes off of Oliver. It'll be Hilltopper ball.
Good heads up play. I like the way that they're attacking the rim. They got to keep doing that. Make sure they get some precise bounce passes going into that lane.
Here's Carrero. Now tag team. The ball is loose. We have a quick tie-up, and the arrow's going to go to the Indians because, remember, the Hilltoppers started off the game with their side out.
They're looking real good right now. I'm liking the energy that they have. I want to see if that second unit comes in and keeps that energy going as well.
A 3 by Turgeon is high and wide, deflected out of bounds. It'll be Hilltopper ball. So glad you've decided to join us here on the YouTube Dartmouth Community Media live stream. Trust me, we wish you were here, but we hope that you enjoy this broadcast. On the right side, that's Cameron Lewis. We know she can score. Drops it back. That's a layup now by Carrero. No good. Rebound goes to the Indians, and it's grabbed by Crane.
The Indians are doing a good job in their 1-3-1 press, getting a little bit of pressure, getting back into their 2-3 zone, and understanding where their scorers are at.
We're going to get our first foul of the ball game, Derek, on the far side. That'll be against Hargraves.
Durfee's playing physical. A lot of reaching going on, a lot of physical play. Them Fall River girls.
Well, I was just going to say the old school Big Three teams always come physical.
Fall River.
Fall River.
Yeah.
My wife's from Fall River. I love Fall River. There's a 3 ball. It's up. No good. That was taken by Oliver. Ball is loose on the floor. The putback is no good, but we're going to get a couple of free throws at the line. Great play by Zuber to box out and get the offensive board. She'll shoot 2.
Good way to wiggle in there, grab that offensive board, and go straight up strong. Like I'm saying, this is a totally different team than we saw a few weeks ago.
Abby, the sophomore guard, so she'll be around for the foreseeable future for this program.
And Coach Richards was talking about how his freshmen playing JV right now are doing really well, and he can't wait for next year and the years after.
Well, they won their game handily in the JV tilt prior to this one, Derek. So there's probably a lot of truth to what Coach Richards is saying.
He said they're good. He said they're a bunch of good ball players. He said they're not ready for the varsity level yet, but they will be. And he's looking forward to the future. You got a lot of sophomores and freshmen on this team. It's what do you have? 1 senior, 2 seniors? That's pretty good.
Close to a backcourt violation there. This Carrero trying to find the cutting Kuchar down low, goes off of her mitts, out of bounds. Indian ball.
That pressure is causing a lot of problems right now. They're doing a good job with it. I hope they keep it up.
Here's Morin. The Indians had numbers for a minute if they hurried. Morin will take it to the goal. A floater, no good. Gets her own rebound, kicks it back to Zuber. Zuber will take it baseline, and she'll slow it down, but it's stripped away. Nice play by Carrero.
Good defense. Never bring the ball into the corners.
Ball is loose on the floor. We'll get a traveling violation called as the ball was loose on the floor, grabbed by Oliver. She had possession. She's called for the travel. Durfee ball.
Good hustle. Tommy points. Can we call them silk points?
Well, I was gonna say slick, but we don't want to cause controversy. There's a deep 3 by Carrero, no good, out of bounds. Dartmouth ball.
The Dartmouth girls right now on defense are controlling this game by not allowing them to be physical and get the ball down low. Got to look up. Got to keep your head up when you're dribbling.
There's Morin. Morin thought about maybe arcing back a 3. She'll slow it down and hands off to Oliver. Casey, the quarterback of this offense, calling the play. Over to Hall off the bench. Lauren Hall all alone underneath, up and in. Nice play by Hall to find Casey Oliver all alone. She gets the bucket.
That good teamwork. It starts off with a pick. It starts off with everybody doing their part.
Kuchar with the floater. No good, back iron rebound. Should have been a foul there called against Margaret O'Connell. She was all over the back of Oliver, and I think they are going to finally give her the call that was quite delayed. and they will. First personal third-team foul. Indian ball with a 4-point lead, and they can't crack it on the pressure there. Stolen by O'Connell. O'Connell to the goal, no good. Rebound goes to Zuber. Now the Indians are in all sorts of trouble. Ball deflected out of bounds. It'll remain Dartmouth ball.
Just got to watch your passes a little bit more sharp when you're looking up, especially when you're coming into the middle of the floor. You want to watch that bounce pass, and you want to ball fake and get it over their heads so that the ladies can get out and run and get some fast break points.
But I agree with you, Derek. I like what I'm seeing here so far this evening from these ladies. A renewed
game. Look up. You got to throw that early.
Yeah, Moore and also at Crane all alone. There's a jump shot, no good. Rebound grabbed. Nice defense by Lewis. Here's Carrero now in transition. Carrero being guarded by Hall. Carrero, 1-on-3, puts the ball on the floor, tries to float up a circus shot and draw the contact. She does. And it will not be a shooting foul. They will say the foul was on the floor. That's a good call. She did huck it up quite after the fact. Zuber gets called for the foul. We have a sub coming in, Derek. Haley Jenkins will check in, the freshman. She'll come in replacement of Morin.
Freshmen, sophomores, they got a good little mixed group of over here.
Karen, a 3, no good. Back iron. Rebound goes to Crane.
Look up the floor.
Oliver splits the D, 1-on-3 all the way to the basket. No good, but she draws the foul. And we've talked about this all season long, Derek. It may not be the sexiest thing to do, but go to the rim, draw the contact, go to the line, and Casey did it just right there.
If you're not attacking the rim, you're not going to get the foul. I think that's a good job. I would like to see Haley Jenkins, when they're coming down the court, instead of laying on that 3-point line, cut back door so that you can give somebody, so that she can be open for a layup. That backdoor cut's wide open.
8-3, the Indians have extended their lead to the largest it's been so far. And now it's larger than it just was. A 6-point lead, a 2-possession lead in favor of Dartmouth.
They're back in that 1-3-1. You got to watch behind you. Don't let nobody behind.
Down low. Put up. Count it, and she'll go to the line. Cameron Lewis, she has been held in check so far in this first quarter. You knew it would be only a matter of time. She draws the foul against Zuber, and Cameron has a chance for a 3-point play.
That's Zuber's second. What you want to do, is, especially with that 1-3-1, you don't want to let anybody behind you. So, the trapper got to get there a little bit faster, and the backside help defense also.
Cameron threads the twine on the 3-point play. 9-6 now your score. And you see how quickly in this sport, how a 6-point lead can just evaporate in a matter of seconds.
Oh, you got to hit the cutter.
Here's Jenkins. I think you're right. She had something. Now we have a steal. All alone. Layup, no good. You got to make that one. All alone, Derek, was Juliana Souza. That's one certainly both her and I'm sure head coach Marcel Smith would like to have back.
Take your time, Foul shots and layups make games. A lot of the games that we've been doing, there's been a lot of foul shots and layups.
As that ball went out of bounds, Marcel Smith will burn his first time out. So, Derek, I know you've liked what you saw so far from the Indians, and they're maintaining a 9-6 lead here as we head to the latter portion of this first quarter.
I think they're doing a good job. I think the press is doing a good job. I think you have to watch that back line of the press. If Jenkins is going to be on the back line of the press, she has to push back a little bit more, not let the 2-on-1 get to her, and just keep on playing ball. I would like to see them on their fast break offense push the ball up the floor, move the ball up the floor instead of dribbling the ball up the floor, because they have numbers. And then once you get the ball up the floor, just try to crash to the hoop so you can get layups. I think they're going to get fouled because Durfee's very physical, so they have a chance to get at the line. They're 4 fouls right now, so they're right near the bonus. So keep on pushing it, keep on being aggressive, and your time will come.
We are coming to you live from the Carlin Lynch Activity Center on the campus of Dartmouth High School. The students here at the high school are returning back to hybrid learning next week. They've been remote. Here's Oliver.
There it is. Now to the middle. Good job.
Right there. You called it slick, but it's just stolen away as Zuber had it. Now trying to outlet pass it to Lewis. Lewis had it. Just couldn't gain a handle out of bounds. Sloppy play there. Indian ball.
Durfee's in a 1-2-2 press. What I would do is, instead of having a pick coming in, I would just have two ball handlers, move the ball to the middle of the floor, and just move it up the court.
With $1:40 to go, Zuber to inbound. I thought you weren't supposed to be inbounding under your own hoop in these new COVID rules.
Well, you can inbound on when you're taking it out going full court. You can't do it when it's on the half court.
Understood. My interpretation was under no circumstances, but that is the case, I would suppose.
Yeah, I've been seeing everybody doing it on made baskets or out of bounds. Not if the offensive team has the ball, they would do it on the sideline.
So here's Landry Karen to inbound. And I hope and pray to God that we never have to talk about COVID rules again after this season.
No, it's going to be here for a while, but hopefully, we get some normalcy going on up over there.
Cameron Lewis called for steps.
Good defense, good trap. When you start trapping, turnovers happen.
Well, about the COVID rules, Derek, it's not going to be a flick of the switch, but I hope a slow phase back in where parents can start coming to games, etc. There's a three from the baseline taken by Crane, no good. Ball is loose, out of bounds, deflected, waiting for a call on whose ball it is. I don't see.
It's going to be Dartmouth ball.
It is, okay. I didn't see the arm go up.
Good run on the press break. I would like to see them shoot somebody right to the middle of the floor. And then you're really going to get some fast break points.
Casey feeding it to Hall. Hall on a baseline floater, no good. Rebound put back up, no good. Rebound still loose, grabbed by Kuchar, and Kuchar finds Souza.
Jenkins did a good job of keeping the ball up high and going right back up with it. That's what you want to do when you're down there. Kevin McHale style.
Carrero feeding it over to Karen. Thought about a three, arced her arms back, but she slowed it down. There's a chance on the right side. That was a three if it was good by Kuchar. No good. Rebound grabbed by Lewis. No good on the putback, but she draws the contact, and she'll head back to the charity stripe.
And she will be the focal point because she does box out very well, and she got a nose for the ball. So you have to be attentive where she's at, put a body on her, and make her go through you so she can commit fouls.
Foul will be against Ava Crane. First personal, fourth team foul. Of course, those of you who are Dartmouth High Athletic fans may remember Ava from her star performance this past year on the volleyball team as the outside hitter. I used to call those games alone, Derek. Can you believe that? Broadcasting a game all by yourself. It's not easy.
No?
Well, you know I can talk.
I know you can talk.
Hey, listen, bite your tongue. 10-second differential between shot and game clock, deflected out of bounds, goes off the hands of Kuchar on the far side. So now we have a 10-second differential between shot and game.
Somebody got to go to the ball. You got to work the middle of the floor in that press.
Here's Hall. Feeds it to Morin. Baseline. Three. It's up and good. Casey Oliver. Big shot.
Casey Oliver failing it right now. Good shot from the corner. They have a lot of options right now. They have to understand their options as well.
The Hilltoppers, I would assume, would want to play for the last shot here, but they're kind of rushing things. Here's Carrero to the goal with 6 seconds. Back iron. There's Lewis. Up, no good. Rebound. Nice box out by Crane. Indians have a chance at a prayer if they want. They won't try it as Morin looked up court, saw nothing, and that'll wrap up the first quarter of play. An exciting back and forth first quarter of play with the score, Dartmouth 12, Durfee High School 8. We'll be right back with second quarter action and a wrap-up of the first in less than 3 minutes here on DCTV. And we're back for second quarter action with the Indians maintaining a two-possession 12-8 lead. Ian Abreu alongside Derek Baptiste. Derek, thoughts on that first quarter?
I thought it went well. They gave up a couple of rebounds at the end, but they got a tough offensive rebounder down there. I like how they're rotating in their press. If they can keep on rotating in their press and getting back and put bodies down there, they're going to do a good job today.
Out of bounds off the hands of O'Connell on the far side. Indian ball. So the Hilltoppers not with a good first start here with a turnover.
Unforced errors.
Morin over to
There it is.
Turgeon, and that's close to a backcourt
Yes, it
violation.
was.
And we are going to get the over and back call here. Larry Finnerty, the far side official, sort of hesitated, but then he made the call. It was clear as day on our end. Of course, Derek, you may recognize Larry from the Whaling City where we hail from. He was a former New Bedford school committee member.
Mr. Finity was everywhere.
I've seen him ref field hockey games. There's a three ball on the left side taken by Carrero, no good. The putback, however, is up and in by who else? Cameron Lewis.
Get that ball back, right? Look to the middle of the floor, get it up the court.
Here's Morin trying to cross the timeline close to another backcourt. That bounce pass to Hall had some English on it, and she had to sort of catch it before it went backwards. Dartmouth having trouble setting up here. Here's Morin. Nice spin move. That's a two if it's good. No good.
Gotta follow
Rebound.
it.
Lewis bumps into her own player, O'Connell, and the Indians get a gift. On the baseline, a floater is up and good for Haley Jenkins.
Little English on that. Get into the rack. Good job.
Taking it far side is Hargraves. Hargraves bounce pass down to Lewis. Lewis being triple teamed, stolen by Jenkins.
Good job on the triple team, knowing your personnel. Keep running. Look up the court. Oh, they had her.
Here's Audrey. Audrey bounce passing it over to Turgeon. Up top now, cutting to the rack. Nice maneuvering there was Hall. Shot is no good on the layup attempt. Ball is deflected out of bounds. It'll remain Indian ball.
Good defense. The coach in me just wants to yell out, throw it up the court. Look up.
It might be a new style of commentating, just yelling the whole time.
Just
Who
yelling the
knows?
whole time?
Yeah, why not?
No, I can't do that.
No, you can't.
Look,
No.
there it is. Attack.
Nice cut all alone to the
Good
hoop.
job.
No good for Alex Kojakaru, but she draws the contact, and she'll go to the line. We saw a lot of Alex back in the first game we did. Only a sophomore, but as you can see, she's got some height.
Tall kid, aggressive. I like the way that she caught the ball, turned and went. That is there all day. If they really realize that, that's there all day. Once they swing it to the wings and get it to that middle, because they're so worried about the corners, the ladies in the corners, that they're not even packing in the middle. So, they should take advantage of that right now.
Alex makes one of two. Back iron. Rebound to Hargraves. But Hargraves has the ball stolen away on the attack. The shot is up, no good. Excellent hustling there by Alex Kojakaru. And she'll go back to the line.
Good job of having a nose for the ball. Got to make your free throws. Good job right there.
Landry Karen picks up the foul. Third personal. She finds herself in foul trouble already.
Durfee don't have a deep bench. So, they don't want to lose any of these girls right now.
So Kojakaru makes 2 of 4 at the line. Had 2 different cracks at it. Going coast to coast. Nice maneuvering. It's good for Mackenzie Carrero. And right after that bucket, Marcel Smith is going to burn a timeout.
That's the second timeout. Like I said, he's not very deep. So he's trying to keep them girls as fresh as possible by using his timeouts and making sure that they get breathers.
As great as the Indians have played so far here today, especially offensively, Derek, if you're head coach Scott Richards of Dartmouth, I would think you probably still are a little uneasy because despite how great you're playing, it's still only a 2-possession game.
But the good thing is you got a few girls in foul trouble, and that's where you want to be. Going to the line. There's 6 minutes left in the quarter. They're only 1 foul away from the bonus, and they're playing aggressive. Now, if you make your foul shots and keep on going to the hoop, you're going to have a good job here. So I know he's pretty. It could be a 4-point lead or whatever, but I know he's pretty ecstatic right now. Just the way they're playing, just to see their effort and how they're coming out.
Well, Dartmouth is certainly well on their way at this point to that first win if they keep up this pace. They've played aggressive, they've played strong defensively, and they've had a pretty eclectic offensive attack. We've seen good deep shooting, we've seen rim attack, we've seen it all.
Over the head.
Having
There it
trouble
is,
cracking
right
it.
to the middle.
And there's Haley, and the Indians have numbers if they hurry. Jenkins takes baseline, double teamed, stolen by Lewis.
That's tough. When you get down there, you got to learn how to do that retreat dribble and pull it right back out. You beat the press. That's all you want to do.
Carrero, nice crossover. She'll take a three. That looked good from here. Just missed, but there's Lewis on the rebound. Up top, a 20-foot jumper now by O'Connell. No good. Ball is loose on the deck. Jump ball. Arrow goes to Dartmouth.
Good job on the hustle. You know, it's tough to box out somebody that's such a good rebounder. And Lewis is such a good rebounder, and she has a nose for where the ball's going. You know, and it's a good job by the Indians.
All right, here's Audrey, and here comes the press.
Look up.
Having all sorts of trouble, deflected, stolen by Souza.
Got to go up your sideline. No cross-court passes.
But the Indians giveth and taketh away, and that's Morin now with
to the
on
ball.
the steal.
She needs help.
She's getting double teamed. Now we have another quick tie-up. That's a quick tie-up, and the arrow's going to go to Durfee. I know we have the quick tie-ups here because of the COVID regulations, but good grief. I mean, that was really quick.
Yeah, well, they're going to do that from now on. The girls that are running down the court have to come back and help. Durfee's sending everybody at the ball, so nobody can take off.
Carrero, she wanted that three so bad. She finally took it, but she misses it. And Lewis gets the rebound 1-on-2, and Lewis gets called for the foul. That's the second time she's been called for steps today.
And that's because of the defense. Kujikaro's over there playing some good defense, keeping her hands up and moving her feet. That's what you want to do.
All right, here's Morin. And the Hilltoppers backed off that pressure. Morin, nice bounce pass on the baseline. Saving it was Crane from going out of bounds. Makes an errant pass, stolen by O'Connell.
I'm going to tell you this. Morin didn't throw it where she was. Morin threw it where she's supposed to be.
Carrero to the rack. Yes, count it. And she'll go to the line. Mackenzie Carrero.
That's her second basket.
She's another one, Derek, similar to Cameron. You just know these players are too good to not get lit up here and on fire.
Yeah, and she's very aggressive. That's when the rotation has to come. Morin don't have to come out so heavy. Just close out low and move her feet. Good job, though. Good job contesting. Got to get the backside help, though.
And three-point play is no good. Lewis gets the rebound. O'Connell will slow it down with a fresh shot clock. Baseline. Here's Kuchar to the hoop. We'll get a jump ball called, and the arrow will go back to the Indians. Huge break for Dartmouth.
You could have had a jump ball. You could have had a travel. You could have had a 3 seconds. Have they called it 3 seconds yet this year? Is 3 seconds even a rule anymore?
No, not. You would think, though, if anything, with the COVID rules, they would be really on top of that. What you think?
Yeah.
There's a bounce pass out of bounds, goes off the hands of Kojikaru. It'll be another Indian turnover, and they've had a hard time getting set up here in this second quarter, at least offensively.
That's all right. A little bit more patience, and just getting the ball over. They don't have to be in a rush. You get the ball over. There's no timeline, so you get the ball over and you get into your offense.
Here's Carrero at the free throw line. Jumper, rolls around and out. No good. Rebound to Crane.
Eyes up. Nothing there. They're going to try to trap.
Crane almost stepped out of bounds and gets the ball deflected out of bounds on the back hustle by Souza. It'll still be Dartmouth ball, and poor Casey Oliver has to run a long way down to the bathrooms.
It's either her or Larry Finnerty.
Who do you think's going to win that one?
It'd be a long night if Larry Finnerty had to go get that ball. I would have left, got a pizza, came back, ate with some chicken wings.
Of course, since we're in Dartmouth, we have to say the pizza probably came from Friendly Pizza, I would say, or Jimmy's.
I'm just glad that Casey has the wheels to get down there fast enough.
Man, that couldn't have been any further away. Here's Casey Oliver with 3:50 to go in the half. A floater on the right side to Hall. Baseline up top, looking for Casey. Stolen again by O'Connell. She has stripped the Indians twice here in the defensive backcourt.
They're very aggressive on the defensive side and trapping.
A dangerous pass by Kuchar. No good, balls loose on the floor. The arrow's going to go back to Dartmouth.
Durfee way. Is it Dartmouth?
No, it's Dartmouth.
All right. So they have it wrong at the desk.
I was going to say it is Durfee ball because Dartmouth did win the last, but the far side official made the signal, so I thought maybe I was mistaking the count in my own head. But
I'm just looking at the arrow.
And I'm looking at the official. Of course, it was Larry Finity again.
But you know what we talked about the other day, too?
There's a floater from McKenzie out of bounds. It'll be Dartmouth ball. Go ahead.
We're not seeing any of the hand gestures from the referees either, so we're getting kind of lost in the sauce a bit. Yeah.
Well, not only that, too, but if they're communicating, we can't hear what they're saying. We can't lip read.
They're in a man-to-man, a zone man press. Good job. Get it over.
Here's
you guys
Hall.
Up. Relax.
Hall has plenty of time to set something up, tries to pass it back to Moore, and she saves it, gets double-teamed. And what do we have here? We're going to get a foul on the far side, I guess, against Souza. Yes.
Souza picks up her first. They're wearing the bonus, so we're going to be shooting a 1-and-1.
And Audrey wasn't aware she was ready to inbound, and she had to be made aware it is a 1-and-1, so could be a huge break here for the Indians.
Make the first one.
Got to make those free throw bunnies. 3 minutes even to go here. Mackenzie Carrero.
Need a couple of stops.
Over to O'Connell. Left side, Souza. Back to O'Connell. 14 on the shot clock. Feed it over to Kuchar. A jumper from the sideline is good. It's only a 2. 1 foot was on, 1 foot was off. We're tied at 16.
Good ball movement. Good pass. Attack.
Here's Casey.
There
has a wide open Indian on the baseline. The jumper is good for Ava Crane.
Good job. Good job setting her feet and being ready to shoot.
Here's Souza. Now the Indians bring the pressure in the backcourt. Here's Souza. On the right side, that's a 3 if it's good. It's no good as O'Connell took the shot, but the rebound was grabbed by Kuchar. The shot was put back up by McKenzie. No good as Carrero went all the way to the basket. It is deflected out of bounds off of Dartmouth. It'll remain Hilltopper ball with 26 on the shot clock, 2 minutes to go.
Kuchar did a good job in that game that time. I would like to see her at the back of the press instead of the front. I'd like to see a guard there so they can trap a little bit more. Dartmouth was doing a good job early, man, sending guards at the ball and getting some steals on their traps.
Wide open for a 3. She was waiting for it. The shot was taken and out of bounds as Hargraves was way open at the top of the key. Nobody was near her, and the Indians catch a huge break there. And they'll look to grow their 2-point lead here with $1:48 to go. Almost a steal by Souza.
Look up the floor.
Going to the basket. A floater, and it's up and in for Audrey Morin.
Good job taking it to the hoop. Their bigs are getting tired, so now it's time to run.
On the right side now, slowing it down is Cameron Lewis. Lewis hits the floor. She gets tied up, and the arrow will go to Dartmouth.
Good hustle. That's good hustle by Oliver. Just getting to the ball, knowing where she's at. She has a tired competitor. Push the ball up the floor because Lewis is tired.
Here's Casey. Over to Lauren Hall. Hall back up top now to Audrey Morin, who scored that last field goal. Trying to take it to the free throw line. She's called for steps.
Good try. Can't move the puppies, though. The puppies got to stay still.
You said that earlier in the week, and I thought that was hilarious. Don't move the puppies.
Don't move the puppies, man. You got to pivot foot. As the great Steve Ramus from New Bedford would say, pivot.
Here's O'Connell. O'Connell bounce pass top of the key to Hargraves. Hargraves feeding it right side over to Souza. And she's stripped away by the Indians, and we're going to get a foul by Souza. as she knocks Crane down to the deck. And again, because they are in the penalty, will go all the way back up to the other end for a 1-1.
Dartmouth got away with one right there. They had a mix-up in their backside where they was switching on defense and where personnel was supposed to be. Lucky enough, they got a turnover.
That's big. Got to make them pay on those 1-1s as Ava makes the first.
Foul shots and layups. Biggest thing in the game. Besides defense, of course.
She makes them both. That's huge. It is now a full 2-possession game at 22-16.
There we go. Now we're going to get in a 1-3-1. I think Oliver does a good job back there with their backside help. Now they get back into the 2-3 zone.
Hargraves feeding it to Carrero. She's a really good athlete. Jump shot, no good. Rebound is grabbed, and yes, by Yana Nelson-Alfred. Up top, down low. Alfred finds who else but Cameron Lewis. Put up is in and good, and she'll have a chance for a 3-point play, and the foul will go against Allie Chester. That's her first personal. 6th team foul, so now the Indians find themselves in the penalty with just under 30 ticks to go. Can't make them both, but the rebound tipped and saved. Almost went out of bounds, but Chester grabs it. Derek, what are you looking for here in the last shot?
I'm looking to take our time, take one shot. You want to have the ball in your hands last.
There's a spin move, turnaround shot taken by Chester was no good, and it was blocked by Nelson-Alfred.
Too early in the clock.
And now we have a timeout called by Marcel Smith. He did not like what he was seeing there for that last shot. So it's 7.7 to go. The Hilltoppers from Fall River, Massachusetts will get ready to set something up here.
I would like to see Dartmouth take a little bit more time off that clock to make sure that they were the last one to take a shot in that possession. That's where the guards have to open their mouth, come to the ball, and be assertive and take control of the team.
Well, not only that, but of course we saw Allie Chester down low, tried that turnaround shot, but there was definitely a size advantage down low on that shot as Ayanna Nelson-Alfred was all over her and just blocked the shot.
Yeah, they had good defense. They were big down low, and they're playing in the trees. It's tough playing in the trees. But she had that little move, though. She looked like the Big Dipper when she came around and rolled around, and she tried to get the little finger roll going.
Well, let's see what they cook up here. And you see Marcel Smith barking out the orders there, had the old marker, and he was jotting stuff down on his board.
Let's see what they come on. They're not in any pressure. Now they're gonna bring the pressure up to half court. Force them to make a play.
They'll play for that last shot.
Watch for your wings. Good.
Carrero's pass is deflected out of bounds. It'll remain Hilltopper ball. Now we're pretty much in a catch and shoot situation with 2.2 to go. To inbound on the far side will be Karen. In the hands of Carrero, you knew it. The shot would have been good if it went in. It just sails wide. And that'll wrap up the first half of play. With the score, Dartmouth High maintaining a 4-point, 22-18 lead. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back in just under 5 minutes for the third quarter right here on DCTV. And welcome back for second half action with the Durfee High Hilltoppers trailing the Dartmouth High School Lady Indians 22-18. I got nervous there for a minute, Derek. The score clock said 80 minutes.
I said 80 minutes. I thought we were going to be here a little longer. They don't want to keep Larry here too long. That's an illegal screen down low on Lewis.
Going to the back was Karen. No good. And the deflection was grabbed by Oliver.
I thought that was a legal screen. She was dislodging her, trying to get her girl to the hoop. Let's get some movement going right now.
There's Casey Oliver. Kick it left side to Warren.
Pick, screen. Oh, you got to get it.
They had a chance for a pick there, Derek. They didn't do it. There's Warren. Nice crossover to the rack. No good. Good defense. No contact. Lewis deflects it out. It'll remain Indian ball with 7 seconds to go.
Good to keep the ball in her hands. But the reason why I say kick it to her is because Karen got 3 fouls. And you want to attack her so that she can pick up that fourth. If she goes to the bench, that's a little bit more height. There's a little bit more size that Durfee won't have on the boards.
Here's Casey, a floater. No good. It rolled around and out. It wanted to go in, just could not find its way. And Carrero gets the rebound.
Carrero's a good guard.
She is good.
She's a good guard. She plays her part very well.
Here's O'Connell, who has a nice shot from the outside. Speaking of shooting from the outside, it's up and good for Karen. And Karen threads the twine. It's a 2-pointer, 22-20.
She's a good shooter, and that's why I say you want to attack her to get her off the floor because she can score.
Down low, all alone, up in. That's one you want to put off the window, I would say, for Allie Chester, and she just misses it.
Allie needs to not put that ball down, get it, pivot, and go right up.
Wide open for a 3. No good. Rebound. No rebound to be had, as running for it was Cameron Lewis, but she couldn't save it.
I feel bad. These girls over there huffing and puffing. You can see their mask moving. You know this is a tough time right now. Get it in.
Here's Casey Oliver.
Coach Smith wanted to travel.
Nice running. Dropping it off now to Audrey. Amore and a floater. No good. Rebound deflected. Who wants it? It is deflected out of bounds. It'll remain Indian ball. A huge break.
I like Lauren's game. She gets to the hoop. She's aggressive. She plays tough. Like, she's if she gets a couple of them little floaters to go, she's good. She's good.
Casey Oliver with a floater. It's good. We have the foul, however, on the floor, but we're going to count the bucket, and she's going to go to the line. Marcel Smith not happy, saying that the foul occurred way before the shot was attempted, but Oliver and the Indians will take it, and she'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
I feel like she picked the ball up. She was already going into her shooting motion. She got the hoop in the hand. And makes the foul shot. The old-fashioned 3. Good defense.
Nice steal, and Casey Oliver is off to the races. 7-point 27-20 lead for the Indians, and they're playing some really good ball here in this third quarter.
That's it. They're causing turnovers. Backside.
O'Connell.
Good D.
O'Connell was open, tries a sky hook, and it's good. A la Kareem Abdul-Jabbar over there. Margaret O'Connell.
Jabba. You got to get that backside help there faster.
Deflected out of bounds, and now it's going to be Durfee ball as it went off of Oliver on the far side.
See, this is where they have to go side out. They ain't supposed to be under the hoop.
Well, Larry just got corrected.
Larry been doing, and you know, he's a veteran and he's been doing this a long time, but this is his first year doing girls basketball.
And we're giving Larry a hard time because, well, we love Larry, but you only give a hard time to those you love.
Yeah, nah, he's a great person.
Oh, he is.
Just a great, amazing person.
Dr. Affinity, I should say. There's a chance, and it's stolen by the Indians. Nice play by Crane. Crane, nice drop back pass to Oliver.
Ooh.
Tries a circus-like shot. No good, but she draws the foul on the way up, and she'll shoot a pair.
That's how you run the floor and get up and down the court and attack. You gotta kill him at the line. You gotta get him. That's why they call them free throws. They're free. I tell the kid, you go all the way to the store and have a pocket full of money. You don't buy no candy. You gotta get that candy if you're going to the store.
I love your euphemisms.
Huh.
You got to keep it fun for these kids. Here's Hargraves. Dangerous
that
pass.
Backside.
Down low. Nice block by Crane. As going up for the shot was Lewis. And we have the foul down low on the shot. To me, it looked like it was all ball personally, but the foul is going to be going against Allie Chester.
You know, they're a little late with their rotations on the backside. So when they see the ball going, they're looking instead of reacting.
I give credit to Cameron Lewis because, as you can see there with the close-up, she's wearing eyeglasses like I do, and I can't imagine Derek running up and down the court with eyeglasses with sweat and all of that. That must be not easy.
I'm gonna tell you this: when I wear my shades at home, or when I go somewhere with my glasses on and I wear a mask, it's all foggy. I don't see anything.
It's
but
true.
You know, you need that defrost, the defogger on. Good cut.
Baseline jumper is good for Crane. That's her shot, Derek. She's made that several times we've seen so far this season.
And she's ready to make that shot.
There's a three. Speaking of making that shot was O'Connell, who is a good shooter. No good ball is loose. Saved on the ground by Casey Oliver, and she'll call the timeout, and Scott Richards will draw up the play. Nice play there by Oliver to grab it away and not be victimized by a jump ball or any kind of contact.
Good job by Scott to call the timeout because you know that they was going to come up and they was going to trap the ball. Durfee's going to go a little small now coming in because they're trying to get their bigs a break. There's a lot of green in the bucket, but it's not Miles Standish. They're camping out up down there. I thought we was in Miles there. I was going to bring the hot dogs and everything out here, man.
Bring linguiça for me, okay? No hot dogs for me.
No hot dogs.
No.
I'm not a pork eater, so everything's beef. So turkey linguiça will work.
Okay. Turkey linguiça. I actually like chicken linguiça. I've tried that before.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not the same as the real thing, though. Come on.
You know, it's good for me. I haven't ate it in 20 some odd years. So.
As you can tell, I've eaten a lot of linguiça in my life.
Yeah,
so,
that's it. The rolls, the linguiça rolls.
That's the Hebrew rolls.
Then what's tough after linguiça when you get the linguiça burps, when you stop burping it up and you taste the linguiça?
Well, that's why you take it next to you.
Durfee's coming out in the 3-2 trap press. Let's see how they break it. I don't want to see the girls at half court take off too soon. I want to see them stay there a little while for some help. Get the ball out your hands.
Lauren Holt to inbound to Morin, stripped away. Nice defense.
Never dribble through a press. She got away with the double dribble.
Deflected out of bounds. It'll remain Durfee ball. Nice defense and the pressure there by Durfee to strip it away from Audrey.
That 3-2. So you know if you're the one back and there's 3 in front of you, somebody's open.
Thinking about a 3 was Kuchar. Instead, she'll take a 2. No good. Rebound to Morin.
Look.
Audrey now pressing. Now she gets her head up. I think she heard you. You're so close to her. There's a jumper from the free throw line by Casey Oliver. No good. Rebound to Souza. It's deflected out of bounds, but it'll remain Durfee ball.
Audrey does so much, and I think as a senior, she thinks that she has to carry more of the load. So she likes to have the ball in her hand because she trusts herself, and she knows that she can trust herself. But
Here's
she got
Hargraves. A wild errant pass. Not sure what she was looking at. Way out of bounds, and a heads-up play by Audrey Morin to let it go.
They're going back in the 3-2. They're going in a 4 across. Send one.
What do we have here? A timeout called before the ball was inbounded?
Yeah, we had a timeout.
Durfee head coach Marcel Smith not too pleased right now with that last set of plays there that the Hilltoppers ran. He's talking, as you can see, to Julia Hargraves about that last sequence or last few sequences, as despite some mistakes here and there by the Indians, Derek, they've continued to maintain this lead, that 4 to 7 to 8 point lead at all times, and they're looking pretty good right now for that first victory.
They're playing great team defense. Well, good team defense. They gave up a couple of fast breaks, but they're playing really good team defense. They're playing really good pressure defense, and they're making their layups. If they can, they're about 50% from a little over 50% from the free throw line. They just have the energy. You can see one team has a little bit more energy than the other, and they're playing with a lot more machismo tonight. Durfee has more coaches than players on their bench. They have no they have no depth.
.410 to go here in this third quarter. So glad you've decided to spend part of your Friday night with us, Ian Abreu, alongside Derek Baptiste. Just think there are a lot of things you could be doing on a Friday night, but you're with us. I'm honored.
Jay-Z said before, you can be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with me.
Wonderful. What I'm curious is,
I've had worse dates on a Friday night, Ian, than you.
You and me, baby. Sounds good. What I'm curious is if anyone out there, and you can comment on YouTube, there's a bounce pass down low. The foul was on the floor as the shot was up by Allie. I wonder if someone has this up on YouTube on the smart TV on like 80-inch or something. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be dope, huh?
Pretty scary, too, to hear us on the surround sound.
Nah, that's pretty good, though. I think I got a voice for radio.
I have a face for radio, that's for sure. There's a bounce pass down low. The shot is up and good for Ava Crane.
Good basketball right there. They're playing good team basketball. They're trusting each other. They're playing hard with each other. This is how you want to play.
Here's Julia Hargraves trying to crack center. She does. Finds O'Connell down low. O'Connell goes 1-on-2.
Good
nice
D.
defense. No contact. No foul on the contact. There's a three by Souza. No good.
Oh, she didn't touch it. Did she touch it?
Yes, she did. I don't know why she did that. Allie Chester should have let it go out of bounds. That was going to be Indian ball, but by her touching it, it gives Durfee the ball back.
I thought there was a deflection the way that ball.
Exactly. I thought so too. Maybe she thought so as well.
It looked like a wiffle ball coming out of there. Remember playing wiffle ball with your friends?
Of course I do. I used to play it all the time as a young lad. Baseline. Here's Carrero. Back up top. They have to hurry. Shot clock violation. Nobody from the bench called the shot clock.
Good defense. And they're continuing to play hard. 4 across. Morin's going to come. Let's see where the pressure comes from. Don't leave early.
Here's
Middle
Audrey.
of the floor. Good job.
Finds Casey.
Get it up one more time. Good job. Look to the middle.
Nice bounce pass. Baseline jumper is up and no good by Hall. Rebound. Put back up and in.
Crane's getting off right now.
Ava Crane, 34-23.
She got 6 points in the quarter.
Deflected out of bounds. It's going to be Indian ball. Goes off the hands of Kuchar. And now the Hilltoppers are reeling, and the Indians have a chance to really put a stranglehold on this thing. They have a double-digit 11-point lead.
That's tough defense. A lot of moving around. They're playing really well right now.
This just might be their night.
Get it up. Look up.
Here's Audrey.
They have the numbers up the court.
Casey. Down low. Baseline. Jumper. No good taken by Audrey. Put back up is in by who else? Ava Crane.
Ava Crane's putting in that work today. Sophomore God doing her thing.
Mackenzie Carrero now down low. All alone is Lewis trying to find her pal, Nelson Alfred, down low. And it gets deflected out of bounds, goes off the hands of Crane. It'll remain Durfee ball.
That happened because Crane came on the help side defense, and then right behind her was Allie Chester to make sure that the pass wasn't going backside. Good defense right there.
Here's Mackenzie, a crossover. Nice jumper. That was an ankle breaker, but the rebound is grabbed down low by the Hilltoppers and Lewis. Lewis trying to find it on the right side, looking to save it was Nelson Alfred. She can't. Steps out of bounds. It'll be
No,
Dartmouth.
Smith called a timeout. He saw something bad going on, and he called a timeout.
Wow, looked like Nelson Alfred did step on the end line when she had the ball, but I guess just before that, Marcel Smith called a timeout, and they're going to get 1 second on the shot clock to get something off here.
And this is going to be tough because they haven't been, the pressure that Dartmouth's been putting on them, you can tell that they have tired legs up over there on the Durfee side. And, Dartmouth has some fresh legs. They have a deeper bench. They're going to keep on pushing the ball. They're doing a great job today. That was a heck of a move, though, by Mackenzie Carrero, man. She hit her with a snatch back, Come up, pull it back. Pretty nifty.
We have had a lot of timeouts today.
Yeah, well, Coach Smith, with COVID, you get the extra timeouts, and they're giving you more time. And
not only that too, but like you said, they don't have a deep bench.
They don't have a
deep
deep
want to
bench.
rest.
They've only went too deep off the bench today, and they're trying to give these girls a rest. I know Karen's in foul trouble, so they're trying to keep her, ready for they're trying to keep her with them 3 fouls for the fourth quarter so she can run down the stretch.
Mm-hmm. All right, so to inbound, not
Catch
far
and shoot.
from us, Lauren Kuchar. Catch and shoot. Let's see.
Catch and shoot. Who's going to go?
They're going to try an alley-oop type deal. Just goes out of bounds.
They threw the alley. There was no oop. I don't know what she was doing. I haven't seen one of these girls jump that high to get the ball like that. So the alley was there. There was no oop. Well, it was a oops. Oops. Alley oops.
Out of bounds deflected off of Nelson Alfred. It'll remain Dartmouth ball. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was all about, but what are you going to do?
Yeah. They drew up the play. Then,
Here's Morin.
One more swing.
Nice pass to Casey.
She's wide open in the corner. And that's her shot. Good find.
There's Ava. She's money in the bank today. Ava Crane off the backboard and in.
Good job. She's coming out here on fire. She's on a mission right now. I like that energy. I like what she's bringing to the table. You got to cut off the sideline, though.
Carrero gets around that double team, deflected, goes off of the mitts of Allie Chester. That's when Allie kind of picked her head up and saying, oh, boy, I had that. And it'll remain Hilltopper ball with 20 on the shot clock, 1:37 on the game. Here's Mackenzie. Again, quarterbacking that offense, gets the pick set. Baseline, finding over to Kuchar, out of bounds, deflected. Nice hustle by Casey, but it'll remain, again, still Durfee ball.
Live hands, good defense, good rotation. Let's see what they're going to do right now.
10 on the shot clock. They have to hurry up here.
A lot of banging going on down low.
There's a 3 ball on the right side. Up and no good. Taken by Evangeline Souza. Rebound put back up. No good. Rebound grabbed by Ava
Lewis.
Crane. And Ava Crane draws the contact against Lewis.
Lewis had the first turnaround. She didn't even have to put the ball on the floor. She could have just grabbed it and went right up with it. She does a great job boxing out. You don't have to bring it down low to the little guys.
Casey.
Look up. We got numbers. One more.
The Indians have a 2-on-1. Wide open under the basket. The shot is up and no good by Allie Chester. Ball is deflected out of bounds. And they're going to say it's going to be still Dartmouth ball.
That's all right. The only bad possession is a possession that you don't get a shot up. Make them little layups right there. Let's let this lead grow a little bit.
1:05 to go here in the third stanza. A fresh 30 for Dartmouth. Wide open for a 3. She wants it. She'll take it, and she'll make it. Lauren Hall, 41-23.
Saw that coming from a mile away. I saw that from the mall coming. Good defense. Good way to cut off the sideline. Good move.
Here's Mackenzie. It's good. You don't want to see her go on fire here toward the end. She's just too good. It's 41-25.
They really slowed her down today. She only got 6 points. She's not getting off right now, and I think that she's a better scorer than that.
Lauren Hall called for steps.
She dragged that back foot. It's only good when you're catching the ball on the sideline when you drag that back foot.
So now this will undoubtedly be Durfee's last shot of this quarter, either way.
You think?
You would think they'll run it down, and we'll see what Dartmouth does after this. Airmailed out of bounds as Landry Karen, she was trying to feed it on the far right side. She was looking for Evangeline Souza, and she couldn't hang on. And now you would think Dartmouth would now play for the last shot.
Landry's a smart basketball player. I wouldn't think that she would throw that cross-court pass.
Here's Casey with 14 on the shot clock, game clock, bounce pass down to Allie out of bounds as it was deflected off by Karen.
That's what I would like to see Casey have, a hop step right there, a little jump stop right there, and shoot a floater in the lane instead of trying to thread the needle with that bounce pass. She had nobody in front of her. You threw a little jump stop right there, and you throw a floater up there. Look.
Baseline with 11 seconds to go. Bounce pass, free throw line. Here's Allie, a floater. No good. Rebound grabbed by Nelson Alford. 3 seconds. They have plenty of time for a shot. Carrera with a prayer. Would have been good if it would have been good if it went in because it did go off in time. But just putting it up was Mackenzie Carrero. It just went wide out of bounds. And that's how we will culminate things here in this third frame with the score. Dartmouth High 41, Durfee High School 25. We'll be right back in just under 3 minutes with fourth and final quarter action right here on Dartmouth Community Media. Don't go away. And we're back for the fourth and final quarter here at the Carlin Lynch Activity Center. And Derek, you got to like what you've seen here so far from the Indians, 8 minutes away from that first victory on the 2021 season.
Now take care of the ball, find your shooters, don't rush anything. Let's cut down, no turnovers, smart basketball from here on out because you know Durfee's going to play hard.
Morin with a floater, too hard, rebound grabbed by who else down low? Cameron Lewis.
But good job. I was just talking about that, getting into the lane, doing a jump stop, and using your floor.
1-on-2, no good, draws the foul. And we'll see what the Durfee strategy is here, Derek, to get back into it. Might be take it to the rim and try to draw some contact and get this team in the penalty.
They're going to come out with a little bit more oomph in this fourth quarter just because they know they're down. They want to get this win.
So Mackenzie will attempt the second. She is an excellent free throw shooter.
She's a really good scorer, too. I'm surprised she took so little shots today. But you can't, I ain't getting mad at it.
As the hometown homer broadcast, we can't.
Now they're going to come in pressure. Let's handle this pressure.
Here we go. Here's Casey.
Look up.
Going
Look
around.
up.
Going around.
There it
Juliana
is.
Souza finds Lauren Hall. Hall thought about a floater, instead wanted to dish it. It looked to Zuber, but it's stripped away and stolen by Landry Karen.
Never leave your feet to pass. Never leave your feet to pass. Don't get nervous now. You got 8 minutes to play. Keep on playing the same way they've been playing. You don't want to change their style now.
There's a wild three by O'Connell. No good rebound. Now here's McKenzie. Yes, bang. The number one player they do not want to see on fire for the Indians would be Mackenzie Carrero, and she is right now scored their last 5 points. Now we have trouble with Souza on the hustle, but cracking center is Oliver. She'll take a free throw line jumper. No good. And the Indians now have all the momentum. Excuse me, the Hilltoppers the momentum. And then we have a chance on the steal by Casey Oliver, fouled on the way up, and she'll go to the line. It looked as though the Hilltoppers were gaining all the momentum there. They were on a 5-0 run, but
now, if I was one of them Dartmouth teammates, if my player is going to the foul line, she's the last person I'm getting to run for that basketball right there.
Sure. That's
Good job
huge.
Cashing in.
Yep, that's huge.
You know, they got to slow down right now. They're up, but you get a little nervous. You're about to get your first win. You're a little, anxious right now. You don't have to be anxious. Play your game. You've done good. You've done a good job for 24 minutes. You got 8 more minutes to play.
13-point lead for Dartmouth. They're sitting pretty, but a couple of runs here for the Hilltoppers, and this thing could get interesting. And we have a traveling violation called against Juliana Souza in the backcourt.
She looked at Larry like she didn't do it, but a little hopscotch going on there.
Remember Skip to My Lou?
Skip
Remember
to
him?
Oh, he was nasty. He was nasty. If he was playing in the NBA right now, travel.
Now we have a travel on the other end. It goes against Hall. Anyway, what were you saying?
Before his time, if he was playing in the NBA right now, in this NBA right now, he would be like a Kyrie Irving.
Here's Carrero.
Good trap. Almost.
Does find Karen. A jump shot. No good. Rebound. Loose on the floor. Hoovered up by Crane. But Crane is having all sorts of trouble. And we have a timeout that was called by Scott Richards. Heads up play there. She knew that Ava was in trouble.
I thought she had the backside when she pivoted and passed to the side. I thought they was going to push the ball up the sideline and have some numbers. I would have waited a second to call that timeout. I would have let them get up the floor a little bit more. That's just me.
So it's 6:15 to go. It's a 13-point lead for Dartmouth, and they're looking good here, folks, but take nothing for granted. Plenty of basketball left here.
And and Durfee has come out. This is the hottest they've played all game. And they know they got 6. When you get a fighter against the ropes late in the fight, you know what's going to happen. Pretty good job out there today, though. What you got planned for today, Ian? What you doing tonight?
Well, what I'm doing tonight is I'm going to go home and I'm going to see my 2 kids, and that's going to be my night. And then what'll happen is they'll be in bed when I get home. I'll have some dinner, leftovers.
Watch some hoop.
Either that or my wife and I are binge watching Parks and Rec.
Oh, all right.
So I want to finish that. And of course, I'm a government junkie, so I love watching all stuff about government. And how about you?
So I'm going to watch C-SPAN myself all night.
Good man.
I'm actually going to work on my podcast tonight,
and you've yet to have me on as a guest.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Here's Audrey. Nice cut to the basket. Abby Zuber draws the contact on the way up, and she'll go to the charity stripe.
That was brought on by some good penetration, getting into the lane, and then a good dump off to Zuba.
Now, how about you? What's on your agenda for dinner tonight?
I'm on a diet.
Okay. You don't need to be, but
carrots and celery.
I want to try some of that southern cooking you do, the collard greens, the mac and cheese. That time I saw you at Market Basket.
Oh, you're trolling me, huh? You know what I do, huh?
You were getting ready for the Steelers game. The putback is up and in by Ava Crane. Nice play on the box out.
Crane, man, doing her thing today, man. She's impressing me. She's impressing me today.
Well, that day I saw you at Market Basket. You were going southern. You told me all about it, and I was jealous.
I put my foot in it when I get in the kitchen.
Down low, here's Cameron. getting double teamed.
Good defense.
Stolen. Nice play by Abby.
Give it to a guard. Lauren's going to take control of this game now. She's the senior. She got to be the leader right now. She got to get them going.
Here's Audrey. Bounce
One
pass
more.
over to Lauren
had
Hall.
her.
There's a deep three. No good. Rebound taken by Ava.
Second too late. You don't have to dribble into that. Stop. Give her the ball up top. She was wide open. She's failing it. Go to the hot hand. Work the hot hand. You don't have to dribble. Just get it to the hot hand.
Karen to inbound just in front of me here on the near side. Here's Mackenzie.
Don't reach. Don't get your hands in there. Good defense. Now trap that.
Looking for help.
That's what you want to trap right there. That's it.
Looking for
Backside.
Karen. Karen, there's a backcourt violation. Over
No,
and
they
back.
call a timeout.
Ooh. The near side official was about to make the hand signal for the over and back, and then got to give credit to Marcel Smith. He pulls the quick trigger there and calls the timeout to save the possession for his girls.
I think the ladies had a good job on the trap on the backside, and then Oliver tried to, tip it from the back, and they would have had numbers. But that's good aggressive defense. Like I said, they've been playing aggressive. They've been playing good defense. Continue to play good defense. That's it. And Durfee's making a lot of mistakes right now, and they're gassed. Poor girls. They don't have a deep bench. Not everybody's playing. They're at a disadvantage. So, but the Indians have to take advantage of everybody else's disadvantages.
You know how quickly time flies. I saw on my Facebook timeline memories, and it was already a year ago where we went to the Madeira Club banquet at Roy's with all of us sitting at that table. Can you believe that?
It's a pretty good night.
It was a good night. A lot of Madeira wine.
A lot of Madeira wine.
Yeah, we don't talk about that, but see, for me, that's like water. I grew up with that.
This is a family. It's like water to me too.
All right, we'll see what happens here. It's looking like the Indian.
Speaking of Madeira wine, shout out to Dwayne Ramus. How you doing out there? I know he's watching.
Happy to have him. Looks like an Indian victory. Just might be a foregone conclusion here, but we'll take a look. There's a baseline jumper is wide. Put back up by Cameron. No good. Rebound to Casey.
We don't talk about victories until it says 0-0-0 on the clock. Good job of holding it up.
See, I don't believe in jinxes. You're one of those guys. There's Casey. Bounce pass up top to Lauren. Lauren Hall, who had a three-pointer earlier today. She can shoot. Thought about it. Instead, we'll kick it baseline to Audrey. Nice floater. It's up and good. Audrey Morin, she's had herself a heck of a night as well. An 18-point lead for the Indians.
You know what? She don't have a lot of points, but she does a lot of the little things that the team needs to do to make them run.
Out of bounds, right off the hands of Kuchar. Just, quite frankly, fell off of her right hand. Out of bounds. Indian ball. Huge break. And to inbound will be Lauren Hall.
That's what leaders do. There it is. They're looking for the trap. Get it out your hands. Come to the ball. That's the pass you want. Look up.
And
one
the
more.
Indians have a 2-on-1 break. Going to the hoop. No good for Lauren Hall. Draws the contact against Landry.
Very aggressive going to the rack.
They're actually going to call the foul against Cameron Lewis, not against Landry. So Landry Karen catches a break there. That will be Lewis's second.
You would think with somebody that plays so physical and so hard and goes after so many rebounds that she would have more fouls. And with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, she only got 2 fouls. That's pretty good. That's pretty good to be that physical and be that smart of a player.
Misses the second and misses them both. So we'll see if the Hilltoppers can make them pay. Here's Mackenzie. Tries a three. Back iron rebound. Grabbed by Nelson Alfred. We'll kick it back up top. Mackenzie, another three. No good again. Nelson Alfred on the rebound. It's loose on the floor.
She's hustling down there.
Play
Good
by
job by
Casey
Nelson
Oliver.
Alfred.
Nice play by Casey Oliver to strip it away. And now we're going to get a stoppage on the court as going toward the basket and drawing the foul for the Indians as going to the goal was Lauren Hall. And Lauren will go to the line. It's a 1-and-1. The foul is going to go against Julia Hargraves, her third personal, 8th team foul.
Lauren got a gift right there. That was gift wrapped. Got to make your free throws.
Got to make them, and they were missed. And now we have Hargraves and the Hilltoppers with numbers. If they hurry, nice save by Carrero. Here's O'Connell. We haven't seen her shoot in a while. We know she can shoot. Nice pass across the timeline. It's grabbed by Carrero. McKenzie to the rack. No good. Rebound. Grabbed by Zuber.
A little pressure. Stay with the help.
3 ticks plus to go here.
Good cut.
Dartmouth ball
One
in control.
more. That's it. That's the play you want right there.
That's a 3 if it goes in by Hull. No good, but the rebound grabbed by Casey Oliver. Deflected back, and now we're going to get a backcourt violation.
Just went off her foot. Good hustle play. Good rebound.
It was deflected by Julia Hargraves, of course, as she went to go get it off the deflection. It wouldn't be a backcourt, but because, as Derek said, it went off of her foot, Casey's foot, that is, it'll be Hilltopper ball. And Durfee has to hurry up if they want to get back in this thing. Yes, Carrero, she'll keep hucking those threes. She's 0 for her last 3, grabs her own offensive rebound, and we're going to get a foul on the floor.
Get a foul on Carrero.
It's going to go against Carrero, too aggressive. That's her 3rd personal.
18-point game. They're still playing aggressive. This is a good game by Dartmouth right here. They're playing a good game right now.
Is this an example, this game? Is this Dartmouth playing great, in your opinion, which they are, or a little bit of both? Maybe they're playing great, but Durfee coming in saying, well, we're playing an 0-4 team, a young team, a lot of growing pains. We've got this in the bag. We can mail it in. What do you think?
You know, I think it's the Dartmouth girls won this game. It wasn't like somebody came in here and they said, you know, we're going to cruise control this game. No, they came out and they punched them in the face early, and they kept on with the pressure.
And you've got to give credit to coaches Richards and Jalbert. They've cooked up a great game plan here today.
You know, these girls are playing very hard.
There's another 3.
It's a different team.
Carrero's shot is no good. Rebound, and it goes over to Oliver. So if you're Dartmouth here, Derek, I would assume you want to waste some clock here. No need to rush.
I want the best shot possible. I want to get some movement going on.
Lauren, that's a 2 if it's good. No good. Rebound deflected and saved by Carrero.
You're not in a rush, but you just don't want to, you want to still get a good shot.
Over to Hargraves, deflected out of bounds. Good defense by Casey Oliver.
Remember the first game, how winded they look after the first couple of minutes?
Absolutely.
Remember, now we're talking about the 5th game of the year, a little bit more camaraderie, playing together, everybody knowing their roles.
Carrero, 0 for her last 5 and 3 ball attempts. No good. Ball is loose on the floor.
Low travel.
Nice play by Carrero, and we're going to get a timeout. No travel. Timeout called by Marcel Smith. And a 20-point game. I give him credit, though, because he, too, could mail it in, but he's playing to that final buzzer.
I'm going to tell you this. Coach Smith has coached every second of this game, no matter if it was 0-0 or being down 20. He's coached every possession of this game. And that's what you want to show. You want to show your team that no matter how far you're down, man, you still want to, tell them that I'm still in it and I'm still fighting for you. That's a great job by him. Much respect coming in here with a depleted lineup, depleted in depth, I should say.
We're being graced at the scorer's table by boys head coach Mike Granfield, who's here. Here's a chance for O'Connell. Thought about a 3. She'll kick it over to Carrero. That's a 3. No good. Taken by Hargraves. Ball is loose. Grabbed by Andre Morin with 1:45 to go.
Get it up the court. That's it.
Here's Casey. Back over to Andre. She'll slow it down with 20 on the shot clock. Now she'll take it to the rack. Nice drop back pass over to Boyle, who then feeds it left side of the arc. That's up, and it's good. Nice shot by Audrey Morin. It's only a 2. 1 foot was on, 1 foot was off, but she's come alive here in the second half.
The boys had a tough night tonight, losing 73-45 at Durfee.
I figured the game was over. That's why he was back here, but wasn't sure who made out. Unfortunately, another loss for the boys team, but they've got a lot of talent themselves as well, Derek. We've seen it, and they're finding their stride. That's a 3 off the glass and in by the lefty, Landry Karen. It's good.
Karen hit a bank shot from the corner. That's horse. That's an H in horse if you play horse with anybody.
That's Tim Duncan kind of shot.
It's Tim Duncan kind of shot. She's a good little ball player, though.
She is. 37 to go in the game, 14 on the shot. This will probably be Dartmouth's last offensive possession of the night. There's a floater. No contact call as the floater was taken by Zuber. She was being guarded by Mackenzie Carrero out of bounds. And now Durfee will probably wrap this thing up here with this last possession.
Well, they're going to try to push and get another bucket. They're not going to hold out and
no, of course,
just
right.
let it go. I know I wouldn't.
Here's Landry Karen, who has the hot hand, had that last bank shot 3. Back up top to Mackenzie Carrero. Carrero back over to Hargraves. Hargraves kick it. O'Connell. Right side baseline. Jumper by Landry. No good. Rebound grab by Audrey Morin. She'll bleed the clock. And the Indians are going to win this thing by the final score of 52-33 with the win. The Lady Indians improved to 1-4 on the 2021 season, while the Durfee High School Lady Hilltoppers fall to 2-5. Derek, final thoughts?
Our jinx is over.
We're now 1-4.
We're now 1-4 as being here. My thoughts today, I'm going to tell you this. Balanced on offense. You had a couple of big scores with Oliver and Crane doing their thing. I think Morin did a good job of setting the tempo for the team and how they played. Their bigs played very well. It was a team. It was a total team effort for everybody that was here playing in this game. It was a total team effort. This is a different team than I seen in game 1. Great job by the ladies.
Well, again, we'll wrap things up here from the Carlin Lynch Activity Center. The final score for the final time, the homestanding Dartmouth High Indians win this thing by the final score of 52-33. For my broadcast partner, Derek Baptiste, I'm Ian Abreu, as well as for our entire production crew, including Mike Fernandez, our technical producer. From all of us here, so long, everybody. This has been, again, an exclusive production of Dartmouth Community Media, and we'll see you all again soon.